Hello everyone, I just wanted to show you something interesting. I think this is the frequency response on my 2-bus chain with nothing on it. Well, there's one transformer. You can see this little bump here is less than 1 dB basically, so it's pretty linear, okay? I was testing the new analog design black box here to see what's the frequency response, pretty much a unity gain, very, very conservative settings. And I knew that it had quite a big roll off at the top end that you will be able to see when I engage it. So if I engage it, this is the bypass button here. Look at the top end there. You see? Big roll off here, all right? So just out of curiosity, I wanted to try to use my EQs. I have 7 analog equalizers to kind of straighten this line, just to see on paper if it was possible to make it back to linear. And this, I think, is going to be kind of eye-opening on why the SPL PQ is the king of equalizers. So I'll try first to straighten this line using the Empress EQ, okay? So this is the top boost. Let's turn this on. Let's look at the screen. If I try to boost the top end, you see, it's not, right? It has a bump here and then it still cuts. If I change the frequency and go higher, it still does not flatten that top roll off that the HG2 has. And if I go higher in frequency, you can see still not there, all right? So I can't flatten that line with the Empress EQ. This is just a test. It's not that it's so important to flatten it, but just for me, because I'm a control freak, I wanna know if any of my EQs could do it. We're gonna turn off the Empress right now and try with the SSL top shelf. If I engage it, a little better, but still kind of has the bump and then it cuts back, all right? So not the SSL, and then we'll try with the API. I already have the settings, so I'm just gonna unbypass it, and the settings are the closest I could get to flatten that, and it's on. You see, still can't get it, all right? Still can't get it flat. Next one I'm gonna try is the Mag EQ, and I'm gonna try first with the top band, the orange knob. I'm turning it up, and we see that kind of the same thing. We can get the boost, but not really the roll-off flattened. Now I'm trying with the airband, engaging the airband now, and boost it, and this is kind of close. I have the frequency selector at 20, this is 20, this is 40. You can see at 20, I can kind of get it close, all right? But not quite. Then we can try the Synth EQ, so it's engaged. It's at 24K right now. So if I turn on the gain, kind of the same thing, right? We still have that roll off right there. Now go back to 0. So we tried 1 fusion, 2 the Empress, 3 the API, 4 the Mag EQ, 5 the Synth EQ, and none of them really flatten this roll off, okay? Look when I engage the SPL. There you go. And this is why the SPL is such an amazing unit. Not just for that. The utility and the transparency and the headroom of this EQ are crazy. That's why I always say you can't really get the feeling of what this EQ does and how it is to use it on the field every day is. But I think this can give you a better idea. This EQ can do literally anything, and things that no other EQ can do, just because of how versatile it is and how precise it is. And I can even try to just tweak it even more right there at the top there. All right, and adjusting the Q, I can probably flatten it even more. There you go. Right there. Perfect. Anyway, this was just a test. I'm still testing the analog black box, the new addition in the studio. And stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, like the video. See you next time.